Okay, so this is the Nukeproof Megawatt. Riding the trail the wrong way. Auto shift, making its mind up for me. Hey! Let's get on with it. Ah, it's so stable. Feels amazing. Let's talk about this bike. It's an interesting enduro or mountain electric mountain bike. Comes with a SRAM motor. It's a mullet setup bike, so it's got a 29-inch on the front, 27.5 on the rear. It's got 170 mils of travel on the front, 170 mils of travel on the rear. It's got a carbon frame, front and rear. But what's really interesting about this bike is it's got a brand new motor. It's SRAM shifting, SRAM motor, SRAM controls, SRAM display. What's more interesting about this is they all work together. It's automatic. You can just sit there and ride and do nothing. No, not quite like that, but what you can do is you can pedal and not worry about shifting. The motor's got 95 Newton meters. This one comes with a 720 watt hour battery. The display is a SRAM display embedded in the top tube, clear LCD, color. Comes with remote. The left one controls the saddle, which is the seat post, electronic seat post, and the power mode. There's two power modes. There's rally mode, range mode. When combined with the auto shifting and the ability within the app to do whatever setting you feel like according to these modes, you find that actually 2 modes is more than enough. The shifting pods are configurable within inside the Axis app, but mine is set up here pretty standard. So on the right I've got the electronic shifting, which moves the Exo rear mech, which has 12 speeds, and this is the latest technology with a T-type chain and cassette layout. That means that it's got the ability to shift under load very easily. There we go again. Auto shift. Back down. It auto shift, but then it prepared itself again. There we go. It's very quiet when it's in auto mode, especially, that it just takes care of everything for you. You don't have to think. Wheel setup, it comes with Nukeproof wheels. Suspension is the RockShox Vivid on the rear with a piggyback, and we've got the RockShox Zeb Ultimate on the front. It comes with a carbon Nukeproof bar, Nukeproof grips, SRAM RSC code brakes, with 220mm disc on the front, 200 on the rear, Continental tyres. We've also got a RockShox wireless seat post. This thing is absolutely loaded up with tech. This thing comes in Europe in around at €12,000, also available in America, and it's priced at around $10,000. Available immediately from the Nukeproof website or from Chain Reaction. Huge quantity of dealers across the States where you can purchase this. The battery is mounted inside the down tube. You have a 1-bolt system here where you can undo this retainer screw and then you slide the battery out. A SRAM battery with 21700 cells in it. That means it's the latest tech. It is serviced by SRAM, and there is global support and service on that battery. Underneath this compartment here, you also have a magnetic plug which plugs into the battery, so it's very easy to plug in. And for charging, there's also a charging point on the frame. The derailleur is powered from the main battery. The seat post has its own battery. These remotes also have their own battery, which have a very long lifetime. There's no cables connecting anything together. It's all wireless, a lot easier to maintain. So overall, this bike is a top tier level bike with top tier level products and specifications here. This is a high-end enduro electric mountain bike. Automatic, I don't worry about shifting, so let's change the shift mode to -2, so Pro. Very stable, this. Brakes work well. Suspension feels good. Very capable and very stable. Not thinking about shifting. Eats up the hits. Back from our ride, and now we need to talk about how this thing rode. Honestly, I had a lot of fun on board on the Nukeproof. Now, what are the main thoughts that come into my head how it feels when riding? It feels like more of a bike that it's stable and easy to understand. It's maneuverable, but not overly maneuverable on descents. I wouldn't call it just a high-speed straight line machine. There are other bikes out there with even longer and slacker geometry than that, but it does do its job exceptionally well. The suspension is very well tuned, works together well, so when you brake, the bike remains very stable and very flat. And I think that's what Nukeproof were pointing out, especially when they were talking to us about this bike. They were saying they wanted something which was simple and easy to use and understand, and that bike, this does fit that sense. You could race this bike if you want. Certainly the brakes are well up to the job. They're very, very powerful. 220mm disc on the front, very good discs. The shifting, the auto shifting is very impressive. I have to say, I really found the fact that when having the auto shift option switched on, I could just forget about what I was doing. I could just ride and concentrate on the trail, the technical climbs, the technical descents, and just not even think about what gear it's in. It took care of it. Now, there's different settings you can set that shift, so you can set it so it responds quickly, or you can set it so it responds slowly and has a higher cadence or a lower cadence. When you compare the two together, I have to say I preferred the slightly higher cadence. The range mode obviously gives you a slightly lower power level support, but you can go further. The 720 watt-hour battery lasted a reasonable amount of time. In fact, I've only used 40% of it, but I did around 600 meters, so around 2,000 feet of climbing. If you're using rally mode, you'll probably get slightly less range, but obviously more power and more support. This motor is very quiet, just keeps on trucking. You don't really feel any particular noises on descent. It's dead silent, no rattles, no bangs, nothing. Very well in combination with the auto shift, which is actually dead silent. You don't even realize it's shifted, including the coasting shift when you're riding down the hill, and it just shifts into the right gear. So as soon as you hit those pedals again, you're in the correct gear. Very interesting feature. From a suspension point of view, I really like that. Very stiff, works well. You've got to obviously tune it, more of a linear feel to it compared to, say, a Fox fork. Tyre package, yeah, works reasonably well. The weight of the bike, it feels very, very acceptable for this kind of bike. You can push it around on the trail, you can huck over jumps, you can scrub, you can do all kinds of things without too much trouble. When you're looking at the market of electric mountain bikes and electric enduro bikes, this is the most advanced tech bike out there right now. From a geometry rise, it's very middle ground, it's good, it works well, it climbs reasonably well. The seat tube, sort of not super far forward, but it's a modern setup for riding uphill. Obviously, it's been influenced heavily by Nukeproof and their racing experience, so this is definitely designed for speed if you like going fast. Price per performance point of view, with this level of tech involved, there are no other bikes out there with this level of tech at the moment, or there are very few. So I would say this is really, really good and super interesting. The fact that it's all SRAM components means that you have great service and they take care of everything for you if there's any issues. Definitely worth considering if you're in the market for an electric enduro mountain bike and you want the latest tech. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Very floaty, very silent.